race fans. Gun is up, and they're off. It's the start of the girls' Region 6 3A championship competition. We're here in Danville, Kentucky. Teams from the Lexington region competing. All the Lexington schools plus Woodford County, Anderson County, Scott County, Montgomery County, and George Rogers Clark out of Winchester. 10 complete teams competing. See them run up the start. They'll turn to the left, go down an incline, then go up a hill, run right beside the race finish, then down in behind, in between the ball fields, the soccer fields, and the baseball fields, around a tree line, and then back to a switchback section, and then down along the creek. We're here in the creek section. You see the top performer. That's Tates Creek's Jenna Strange. We'll give you some more details about her. Approaching the 2-mile mark. A little bit about the teams competing today. Tates Creek, they placed third at the Fayette County Public School Invitational. They competed at Lexcath and edged out regional rival Scott County by 4 points. And Tates Creek beat GRC at the Trinity Valkyrie meet by 20 points and Scott County by 90 points. Dunbar, first place at the Fayette County Public Schools Championships, another team competing. They had the best performance at the Lexington Catholic meet out of any Region 6 3A team that was there. Also competing today is Henry Clay. They were second place at the Fayette County Public School Championship. They beat GRC at Greater Louisville Classic this year. And then Montgomery County's competing. They were second place at the Bath County Invitational that many of you might have seen here on KYTrackXC.com, behind the Morgan County girls, top performing team in the state. Then also competing today, a team to look for, is George Rogers Clark girls. They're first at the Kentucky River Conference Championship this year. First at their 2 home invitationals, GRC Coaches Classic and 13th annual Run for the Water Barrel. They were first at a meet at Montgomery County, and then runners-up in the Fort Defiance Invitational held in Verona, Virginia. Some of the girls' team to watch for. Individuals to look for. See race leader Jenna Strange that ran by here just a moment ago. Strange at Region 6 3A in track was the 3,200 meter champ at the George Rogers Clark Heavy Metal Throwdown that was held at Transylvania University's track. She was first place in the 3,200 meters. And this past year, she was 5th place at the state meet in the 3,200 meters. Fayette County Public School Individual Championship for cross country this year, and she was 8th this year at the Tiger Run. We're getting close to the finish line here, probably about 800 meters or so. Jenna Strange is still in the lead. Other runners to look for, Alyssa Basati, the 7th grader out of Scott County. Last year as a 6th grader in the 3,200 meters, she was first at the Dunbar Middle School Invitational, first at a home meet, first at Bryan Station Middle School Invitational, and first at Western Hills, all in the 3,200 meters. This year, she's the Double S Stampede champion, won the home event. See Julie Holbrook there, and look like Emma Taylor from George Rogers Clark. Rachel Puckett from GRC running by. A little bit about Emma Taylor. 2016 track, she was first at the Lake Cumberland Classic in the 1,600 meters. 2015 in track, she was runner-up at the Ernie Chatton Invitational, held up in Ashland in track. And this year, 2016, she was Kentucky River Conference runner-up. 2016 Fort Defiance runner-up. Has a season best heading into today's regionals of 21:15, and that was at GRC Coaches Classic, where she was 6th place. Julie Holbrook, who you saw running with Emma Taylor this year for the girl from Montgomery County. 2016 in the 1600 meters at the Montgomery County Invitational, she was first. And this year for cross country, Bath County Invitational, she was fifth. And then on the Invitational held at this site, E.G. Plummer, she was seventh in the early part of the season. Other girls to look for, Maria Jackson from George Rogers Clark. She was fifth place at Run for the Water Barrel with a season best of 21:40. And then Rachel Puckett from GRC, who currently is in fourth place. Kentucky River Conference, she was first. Fort Defiance Invitational first. Run for the Water Barrel, she was third. Has a PR of 20:59 heading into the Greater Louisville Classic. Other girls to look for, Ella Busser from Anderson County. Top 10 performance this year at the CKC cross country meet. Josie Cunningham from Henry Clay, senior, sixth place, the Fayette County Public School Championship. PR last year's regional of 21:37. This year's season best at Greater Louisville Classic, 21:43. Just some of the top runners competing here today. At Region 6 3A competition here in Danville, Kentucky. We'll be taking you to the finish line here in just a moment. Lafayette runner. All the Lexington schools plus 5 different county schools surrounding Fayette County. Danville is outside of the regional area, but it's not too far outside. I think the furthest distance is about an hour and 20-minute drive for Montgomery County. They had to come the furthest.
Come on, Erica, half a mile. It's time to kick it
There
in.
goes
Come on, Erica.
Erica Barker from GRC, the Anderson County girl. We're here at the finish line. Jenna Strange from Tate's Creek dominated today's field. Today's champion, Region 6 3A. You can see there's nobody in sight. See who our second place runner will be. Around 800 meters, Emma Taylor passed up Julie Holbrook. See if that holds true here on the finish.
Strong enough.
Here comes Taylor. This will be her highest regional performance ever. Freshman from George Rogers Clark, Emma Taylor. Looks like she's going to be our regional runner-up. Today's runner-up, George Rogers Clark, Emma Taylor. Third place, finishing on an incline, Julie Holbrook from Montgomery County. Fourth place, Rachel Puckett from GRC. Fifth place, looks like Alyssa Basati, the 7th grader from Scott County. Sixth place, looks like Maria Jackson, George Rogers Clark. But you're going to have a low team score. Woodford County runner coming in there. I believe that Woodford County runner was Jody Smith. At last year's track season, Jody was first, kind of a middle distance runner in the 800 meters at the Newport River City Classic, and then also at a meet up in Boyd County. She was 7th in Region 6 3A competition in the 800 meters. She was first this year in a cross-country meet hosted by Madison Central with a time of 21:54, and her season best was at Tate's Creek this year, 21:32. That's Jody Smith. Looked like she was one of the right around the top 10 finishers from Woodford County. So, depending on how the team score goes, or either advance as a team or as an individual. Another top performer was Josie Cunningham, Henry Clay Sr. She was 6th at the Fayette County Championship. PR at last year's regional of 21:37. This year, season best heading into today's competition was at Greater Louisville Classic. Josie had a time at the Greater Louisville Classic of 21:43. Today's top runner from Dunbar, the freshman from Dunbar, Lauren Hunt. PR this season, Tate's Creek Invitational, 21:36. Watching the runners come in at the finish line, you're watching Region 6 3A competition. This is the girls' varsity. Teams vying for a chance to compete at the state meet next week at Kentucky Horse Park.
Let's go, Ashley, come on.
Tate's Creek's second runner today, the junior Jordan Hurley. Season best heading into today's meet was at their home invitational, 21:47. Another top performer today, Samantha Conway of Scott County. She was the runner-up at the Double S Stampede. We provided coverage of that meet out of Scott County. Scott County's home meet. Samantha Conway was just behind teammate Alyssa Basati. There's Erica Barker coming in. Good, strong finish. But Samantha was 5th during track season at Region 6 3A competition in the 3,200 meters. Just some of the individuals competing. At the conclusion of this race, we'll have a race recap of the top performers today, along with final team scores. Teams vying for the honor to compete at the state meet coming up at Kentucky Horse Park. For complete results today, go to kytrackxc.com. You can also find it on the Kentucky High School Athletic Association website, I believe. They usually have regional and state meet results at that location as well. We'll be at the state meet providing coverage. This should be the 7th year in a row that we're providing coverage at the Kentucky High School Athletic Association's state championship. A few more runners coming in, then we'll take you to a race recap. Weather today was a whole lot better than when they had the E.G. Plummer Invitational during the first part of the season. Unseasonably warm all season long. Now for the race recap. Today's top performer, Jenna Strange from Tate's Creek, coming in the pink jersey. Time of 19:50. Champion of the 2016 region. Here comes Emma Taylor, runner-up today. Freshman from George Rogers Clark. 3rd place, Julie Holbrook from Montgomery County. Time of 21:13. 4th place, Rachel Puckett from GRC. Time of 21:19. In 5th place, Alyssa Basati, Scott County, 21:23, with Maria Jackson from GRC, 6th. Final team scores. Today's winner, Tate's Creek, low score 57. George Rogers Clark, Second, 62. Dunbar third, 87. Montgomery County fourth, 107. Henry Clay 5th, Scott County 6th, Woodford 7th, Lafayette 8th, Bryan Station 9th, and Anderson County 10th. This is Dodd Dixon for Striders High for KYTrackXC.com.